In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty. And just snubbing up 7. I am your soul brother, number 1. I did that sort of soft, didn't I? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, wow. This is, of course, spontaneous. I had a little time and had something on my mind. Also, I'm just getting over a bout with with some kind of cold, maybe the flu. I don't know what it was. It was kicking me in the backside pretty tough. But that's it's lingering a little bit, but I'm almost over that. But I have a little time, and I decided to come and show my face a little bit here. I want to send a message to our young brothers and sisters. I want to send a message. I'm going to say that again. I want to send a message to our young brothers and sisters. Some of you may not even be born yet. What? Man, where you going? I do not want to talk. I mean, I have no choice. I don't want to talk to these who are alive with me right now. Because there's an old saying that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You have a collective of descendants of slaves born in America, and you are caught up in a certain mindset. You are caught up in doing things a certain way, and you or your mind is not open to new ideas, new strategy. So all over YouTube, you hear the same thing over and over again. I'm a black Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm a Hebrew. I'm an RBG. I'm a same stuff. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. The same stuff over and over again, and there's no evolution. There's no change. There's no adaptability. Because if there was adaptability, then there you would find unification among the RBG, unification among the Muslim and the Christians and agnostics and with all that stuff that the Africans and the Aboriginals, you will find unity in those things, but you don't. And the only way the so-called Negro, the only way soul brothers and sisters can come up out of this condition that we find ourselves in is through some form of unification. But the present ones that are alive with me now are not interested. So I don't want to talk to your ass. I don't want to talk to my cheerleaders. I don't need nobody cheerleading me. I don't need nobody to say, preach Taalik, preach, and go Taalik, go. I need your ass on the battlefield carrying a sign propagating this mission that I presented to us, which we call Operation Exodus Mississippi. That's what I need. But you don't want to do that. And that's fine. So we don't need to talk. But you can listen. I want to talk to those outside of the lost, the so-called conscious, the so-called awakened. The so-called awakened that keep walking right into doors, right into chairs. The so-called awakened that is blind as a damn bat. So I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean.
Any message has arrived.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I don't know how long a time I have to live. And I don't need to be wasting my voice on those who don't want to do a damn thing. I don't want to be wasting my voice on those it's over for you. Your destiny is a mass grave. Your destiny, you have none. Except what you have right now, which is a comfortable Negro slave. That's what you have. And that's what you like, that's what you get, so be happy. So I want to talk to our children. Stop listening to your crazy ass elders. Your elders are going nowhere. They have done nothing since the Civil Rights Movement. They keep doing the same stuff, saying the same thing, powernomics, generational wealth. Let's go back to Africa. The same stuff over and over and over again. Have they created generational wealth? No. Have they went back to Africa? No. They have not done nothing at all. And continue to say and do the same thing over and over again. They are waiting for the next Black Panther movie so they can get hyped up again on a cartoon character. Black Power family, waiting on spaceships, waiting on divine beings from the sky, waiting for some miracle. Because they know this redundancy that they have going on ain't going nowhere. But it makes them feel good. How does it feel good? And there's no change. It's the same stuff over and over again. I got to make this quick because I got to get out of here. I thought I was going to have a little time, but it looks like I don't. So I'm going to have to try to roll through this real quick. Hold on a second. Okay. I got that rant off my chest. Let's get serious. I want to talk to young folks. Stop listening. I'm going to tell you again, younger people. Stop listening to your elders. You need to look inside yourself. And if you believe in God, then you need to ask God for something outside of your elders, because your elders is taking you straight to hell. Your elders are taking you straight to a mass grave. Your elders are lazy. Your elders are arrogant. They think they know it all, but don't have a pot to piss in. Let me tell you something, young people, young brothers and sisters. Those whose minds are able to look beyond the redundant, black conscious, black first, unapologetic, black, which is not getting you nowhere. All the melanin you got is not changing your condition. That's a fact. All the black supremacy you got is not changing nothing for you. I want to tell you something, but look. First of all, you don't tell your enemy your plans. Rule. This is a rule. You do not tell your enemies your plans. You need the element of surprise. You don't tell nobody that you're going to throw a right fist so they can block it. Right? Y'all who follow boxing, or those y'all just had a good time with the Super Bowl, a quarterback is going to do everything he can so he don't tell his opponents where he's getting ready to launch that football. You need the element of surprise in order to win the game. So I can't sit here and just tell you everything in the public arena. I need to have you in private and give you an idea of exactly what you need to do. But your brain, if you use your brain, the only thing I have to do is just give you an idea. You should be able to run with it. But you can't run with it because you're following your elders who are in the quicksand of first black, unapologetic black, blackity black, the melanated black, the comedic black, and all these blacks that's not getting them nowhere. That's keeping them in the red and not in the black. You want better, but you don't know how to get it. You want better, but you don't know how to get it. Not really, you don't. You know how to make yourself feel good, but you really don't know how to get what you want. And probably that's because you really don't know what you want. What are we talking about? What are we wasting our time gossiping about? Oh, Cynthia G baby. Cynthia G and Robert Perkins is having a baby. Okay, fine. Liam Neeson, that white boy, that pink guy, he said that some black man did something to one of his relatives or whatever. I'm gonna go out and kill me a nigger. That's Leah. That's what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about Jesus is coming back. You're talking about John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben, all the history books y'all read. You're talking about Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. You're talking about Zaza Ali and Brother Polite scamming and Taalik scamming. That's the type of stuff. You're talking about your melanin, and you need to get with your 7 chakras and whatever and become more spiritual. You want to talk about how African you are? Good subjects. Nice. If you want to waste your time. If you want a distraction from what you claim that you want, you say that you want liberation. What does Cynthia G and Robert Perkins have a baby? What does that have to do with liberation? What some Peckerwood talk about, I'm gonna kill a black man? They've been talking that stuff for 400 years. What has that to do? What has that got to do with your liberation? What are you learning in your history books and your religious teaching? All these things that you put in your mind, what has they to do with your liberation? Absolutely nothing. You want liberation. You want to change. The problem is, you really don't know what liberation is. You can't comprehend. You don't know what it is. You want it, but you really don't know what it is. You have never been free. The only life that you ever know is living with the racist Caucasian people of America. You never known a life outside of that. And that's why you can spend your time talking about Cynthia G baby and Zaza Ali and Sonetta TV and whatever. You wasting your time. That's why it's easy to distract you from the prize. Because you really don't know what it is. It sounds good. I want to be liberated. I want my own nation. You never had your own nation. You've never been liberated. You've always been a slave. You can talk about Kemet all you want, and ancient Ethiopia or whatever else that you want to talk to. The only thing you've ever known is slavery. All the other stuff that you talk about, excuse me, all the other stuff that you talk about come from out of a book that somebody wrote. And you can write a story any way that you feel like you wanted for that story to sound. When it comes to liberation, you got two factors here. Physical freedom. You already got a little bit of physical freedom. You already have that. So once you get 1,000% physical freedom, that's good. That's good. But in order to be liberated, not only do you become physically free, but you must become mentally free. And your problem is all these things that we love and caught up, our religious teachings, our Africanness, our aboriginalness, our RBG-ness, our more this, all this stuff that we talk about, all this stuff that we love and enjoy, this stuff does not liberate us. The only thing you did was go from one slave master to another. That's the only thing you've done. You went from one kind of confinement to another. It does not liberate you. The only thing you've done is change your form of enslavement. That's all that you've done. So you're not liberated. So the only thing you're doing is going from one problem to another. That's the only thing that you're doing. When you come here and I speak of liberation, I am speaking of 1,000% liberation, physical and mental. You are not to be a servant to nobody. You're not going to serve no God. You're not going to serve no aliens, no spooks, no demons, no nothing. No other people. It's 1,000% liberation or it's nothing at all. And we who are the descendants of slaves born in America, you don't deserve nothing less. Your days of being a damn slave is over. Excuse me. Now look. How you doing, Syrian? How you doing, Universal Moore? I want to give you an idea of something. Karate. How many of you know karate? You've taken karate lesson. Karate. Okay, Universal. Karate. Anybody that knows anything about karate or the martial arts is that in martial arts, you can be a small person, but you can use the energy of the large person against him or herself. So in martial arts, you see many very small people able to handle people twice or three times bigger than them. Because you are using their energy against them, their weight against them. I want to say this real quick because really I gotta go. But I want to just make this. I just want to make this point. Excuse me. Still trying to shake off this cold. Look, the Black Panther Party gave us a clue to what we really should be doing. It's not all about guns. It's not all about knives and weapons. But the Black Panther Party, the Black Panther Party found something in the law that they could take advantage of. And of course, they took the guns and was able to run around. Very nice, very nice. And that's what I want to present to us. You have an enemy, and you are small. You cannot deal with this enemy with a gun, with a knife. You cannot deal with this enemy on that level. We know that. So you're going to have to find something in that enemy that you can use against that enemy. Excuse me. Do you know the law? This is what we don't understand. Look, the Black Panthers done it, but they should have. They didn't know. They didn't know. But see, by studying the Black Panthers, what I can see is that you can go into law, and not only the Black Panthers. I'm using myself as an example. Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why I'm able to talk to you? I'm able to talk to you because I use the law against my enemies. I went into the law books that they wrote. I was in a mental facility. I went and studied the policy and the procedures of the facility that I was incarcerated in. I studied the law and I flipped it and turned it against them. And there's nothing they could do for it. What did they have to do? What did they have to do when it came to the Black Panthers? The devils had to go in and change their law. Now, can you imagine if you forced these Peckerwoods to change the law every day? Make them change the law every day. But see, the thing about law is subject to interpretation. Law is subject to interpretation. And you keep them in their courts, and you keep them busy. And see, there are other avenues that you can use. Not only their laws, there's a lot of things at your disposal that y'all just don't use because y'all caught up in all this blackity black conscience, first black, and you have a warped sense of how to deal with your enemy. You have a warped sense of what liberation is. And so you can't think. I am free. The reason why I'm talking to you right now is because I took advantage of the law. Some of you have problems on your job and you have not even read your employee handbook. A lot of times these employers, they violate their own policy, but you don't know because you haven't even looked at the employee handbook since you was hired. Now you need to know because they want to terminate you, but you don't even know if they can or not really based on their own policy. But again, I'm not going to sit here and I cannot come in the public and tell us all the things that we could do against this vicious enemy. And there's nothing they can do. Everything you do is legal. Everything you do, there's a legal way of protesting. There's a legal way of disturbing the peace. And you don't even have to leave your house. Do you understand? So I don't want to talk to these old heads. I don't want to talk to pro-black. Pro-black, black conscious, first black, all this other stuff. You teaching universal more? Absolutely. You right on point. You right on point. Syrian, listen to universal more, right on point. But I just wanted to bring that to you. I just wanted to bring that to us, the younger people, and those who come here and your eyes really are awakened. But if your eyes are really awakened, if your mind is really awakened, then you know how important that the Mississippi campaign really is. It has all the elements that we need to really change this. Change this and turn this whole thing around for us. You can believe in God. You can believe in blackity black. Oh, they don't mean nothing. Excuse me. The problem is we're not acting in an appropriate manner. You have to act in an appropriate manner. When you act in the appropriate manner, you will get the right results. As long as I was not doing what I really needed to do, I was locked up. There's nothing I could do. But as soon as I learned, got the right knowledge, and did things appropriately, now I am here to speak with you. So those of you who believe in God, then you need to know that I am a blessing from God to us. Otherwise, I will still be rotting in a damn mental facility somewhere. And when you hear me talk, I'm not a crazy man. I'm not a crazy man. I'm not insane. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I learned my lesson when I was locked up. I learned my lesson when I look at the Black Panther Party and the Nation of Islam and the Moors, Marcus Garvey. I've learned the lesson. Learn the lesson. Learn the lesson so that you can get this job done. Thank you, brother. Thank all of you who have come to listen for these few minutes, because I really got to go. I really enjoy being with us. But hopefully this weekend, maybe we can get together and for the sake of our future generations, our babies. I mean, just for myself, I do not want to die being pathetic. I want you to put on my grave, this brother did everything he could and was a real fighter all the way to the end. I don't give a damn about Cynthia G having a baby, Jaja Ali, and all this other gossip y'all talking about. That's distraction. I declare war. I declare war on all those things that keep us oppressed. And all this blackity black, black conscious, RBG, all this other stuff is nothing but distraction. They are not acting in an appropriate manner. Y'all need to leave that stuff alone, because it's not getting us nowhere. If it was getting us somewhere, I would be 1,000% in support. I would be 1,000% in support and helping. It's not doing nothing for us. That's just the bottom line. With that said, y'all, I got to get out of here. And I love us, for real. I don't care nothing about no mansions. I don't care nothing about no diamonds. I don't care nothing about no gold. What I care about is you. That's what I care about. I don't care about big houses, cars. I don't care nothing about that stuff. I want us free. Bottom line. I want us liberated for real. Not just talk. Liberated for real. With that said, y'all, as Don Cornelius always told us, as important, I wish us love, peace, and soul. I I check y'all on the flip, y'all. I'm Audi 5000. Universal Moore, Syrian, Black Righteous. Thank y'all for joining me, and for those who will come and watch this video later. All right, peace, y'all, peace.